This is a dry run practice video. I'm actually thinking about loading things up to YouTube. Yeah, crazy, I know. Anyway, I thought I would just practice by going through this little album that I'm making for my granddaughter, Miss Little Cupcake. Her mom wants to do her first year in this journal style album, and she found one on sale from Stampin' Up, but once it came, she didn't really like the colors and the designs that were in it. So I said, hey, Grammy likes to make mini albums, so why don't you let me put one together for you, and then you can, put your pictures in it, and then there you go. And I happen to have these scrapbook papers in my stash from I think the main papers come from two lines, the My Girl line and the Sweet Girl line. And My Girl is My Mind's Eye. I don't remember what brand the Sweet Girl papers are. But anyway, here we go. These are just pages cut to 6x8. It's bound with my cinch and a 1-inch coil on the spine. The chipboard that I use for the cover, I actually recycle. It's recycled chipboard from 3-ring binders. I haunt the thrift stores, and it's surprising to me, you actually see binders in there that are breaking and falling apart. And I mean, who would want to use those as an actual binder? But they're great for recycling the chipboard to use for albums. It's nice and thick. So I just go ahead. I mean, I usually get them for $1 or less, and that's a whole lot cheaper than buying chipboard. So I snap those up and I bring them home. I just cut them apart and pull the chipboard out and put that in my stash and throw the rest of it away. And there we go. So I'm going to be putting her name on the front of this. I'm not quite sure what font or I want to use yet, but I'm probably going to cut it out, probably fussy cut from some paper or cardstock or something so that her name is on the front. And then I've just cut the papers down to size and tried to match the designs the best, or the way I thought they looked best together. And every once in a while there's a cardstock piece, and all my cardstocks come from Stampin' Up, so this one's very vanilla. And my daughter did not like the print on this side of this paper, so I said, well, you just cover it up. You cut a mat, you put a mat over it, then it's just like an accent along the edges. And then I was trying to explain to her what a tuck spot was, which is what this is right here. It's just glued here. And I took Melon Mambo paper and I cut the banner and I embossed it with a Sizzix emboss folder, and I don't remember right now what the name of that emboss folder is, but it has little paisleys and multi-petal flowers, and it's just a fun little emboss folder. Then I glued it onto a piece of cardboard from I don't know, one of the treats my husband brought home for Saturday morning coffee with the kids, donuts or cupcakes or something like that, because I'm, really like to recycle things. So I glued it onto that to basically make my own chipboard piece, and then used my Helmar Professional acid-free glue. I like to use the wet glue along the edge to make this tuck piece. And then when I showed it to my daughter, which I obviously haven't given this to her yet because I still have a few more things to do, but I was showing it to her and she kind of, made a funny face when she looked at this page. And then a little while later, I realized why. It's because this is pink. And my daughter does not really like pink. But you know what? Tough. She can live with it, because Grammy gets to give the granddaughter one pink thing every year. That I claimed that right as a grandmother, so there we go. Love this little page that's like stitching. Thought that was really cute. And then here we have Melon Mambo cardstock and some more of the pages. This hexagon pattern, I think, is my absolute favorite in this whole album, and I love the yellow that's on the back of it. So I'm planning to put little tuck spots along here all through this, and maybe some more mats. This one I matted this pie paper on the back of some Very Vanilla, just because the back of the pie paper I wasn't really too keen on myself. I do have a page of that in here, and anyway, I just thought I'd use that and not have the boring plain old vanilla there, you know, spice that up a little bit and also do away with that stripe on the other side. Here's another mat on the paper that my daughter doesn't like. And this one, really pretty. This one I think ties with the hexagons for my favorites now that I think about it again. And then here on this last page of cardstock, there's 3 pockets. And I haven't made the cards for those yet. This is just really the beginning. Like I said, it's an experimental video. I think I need to tighten the spine up a little bit more so this isn't pulling out. But that's my little journal. I do have one little embellishment. I told my daughter I'd make her some little card candies so she could embellish the photos and the mats as she saw fit. So I put this one together, and it uses the wide oval punch from Stampin' Up! And the petite petals, and then one of the old flower punches, and I don't even know what the name of it is. And then this, the Sweet Girl, that I cut off of the tag strip at the bottom of one of the pieces of paper. And then this piece of the yellow was also from a tag strip at the bottom of the page. It was on the front of that, it was on the hexagon page, and this was a strip that showed what the backside pattern was, but it comes in really handy for making embellishments or, you know, putting strips on the paper or something like that. So there we go. That's the start of my little album for my cupcake, and I'm done with my first video.